It's the men in blue out there in Southampton, and here on Cricbuzz Comm box, it's also the men in blue. It's pretty appropriate because I don't think green have quite turned up yet, have they, Zaheer Khan?
Well, I mean, so far, blue has been fantastic, isn't it? All the men in blue really put up a decent show. That one box which they were really looking forward to tick, of that taking those 2 wickets in the first 10 overs. Bumrah just did it so nicely. He's in superb rhythm. There is a little bit of help in the wicket for sure. You would see that the wicket is going to be a little too pace, so that's something which we have to wait and see how, whether it dries up or it stays and plays the same across the whole game. We'll have to wait and watch. But nonetheless, I think a good start by Indians has certainly set the platform for the leggies to come on to bowl and put that pressure, which always works, isn't it? When you have 2 wickets down, wrist spinners coming in always can build that pressure. Also, it gives that extra bit of cushion to Hardik as well, because right now both the batsmen at the crease are looking to just build the partnership. So they got to be cautious because they have Miller after this, and then JP Bhimani is someone who they will be banking on to finish the innings strong. So this phase of the game, the next 20 overs, is going to be very crucial for South Africa.
You talked about giving cushion to Hardik, and it was almost expected, okay, we need to get through his overs. But anything from the evidence of the first couple of overs, hitting Faf du Plessis on the gloves, so it just shows that even he is getting something out of this surface, which, as you said, is a little bit uncertain. They have a look at that. Again, the 3 overs for 14, not quite telling how penetrative even Hardik was. While Bumrah's been brilliant, it's the support that's required, and it's obviously there.
Well, on the whole, as a unit, they've managed to put things together, and that is the most important thing. So at 56, 60 runs, at around 50 over mark with 2 wickets down, you would expect the bowling team to take control of the situation from there on in. For South Africa to get ahead of India, first thing they have to do is build a partnership. So that's something which Van der Dussen and Faf will be primarily looking to do, and looking to put pressure on the bowlers only when they are comfortable in seeing those that phase off. And you've seen from Faf also looking to play that sweep shot, to Kuldeep, to put that pressure on him. Those kind of low risk options is something which both the batsmen will have to think of to see off this phase. If they get through this phase, I think wicket is not looking that difficult as well. Yes, there is extra bounce, and the ball is sticking a little bit, but it's on the whole looked like a decent surface.
Yeah, just had a boundary from du Plessis to Kuldeep Yadav, who's the more experienced of the two against the wrist spin, but Van der Dussen hasn't looked uncomfortable either. So would you like to see, because they're different kinds of bowlers, obviously, the 2 wrist spinners, would you like to see them bowling in tandem?
There will be at some stage. I think the first impression which I got usually from this Indian think tank is to use Hardik in between that 11th to 20th over. Get his 3-4 overs out. That gives them that freedom to then rotate their bowlers in a much better way, because most of the teams you've seen, they target the 5th bowler. And Hardik in this lineup is still that 5th option for the captain. So you want to get some overs of 5th bowler away, and then you have some rotation of the bowlers, which you'll see. Kuldeep usually bowls a bit late. You've seen that Chahal comes in first and then Kuldeep. But looking at the recent form of Kuldeep during the IPL, I think that reverse in tactic has been seen to bring in Kuldeep so that he settles nicely, gets used to the pressure, gets that confidence of getting the ball in the right areas, and then take it on from there.
Just a final question. Partnership now 41 of 61, those 2 wickets that you have been so keen about. We were with Zaheer Khan throughout those series when India were taking 2 wickets every single game in the first 10 overs and hence doing well. This time they've done it, 2 big wickets. But at this stage, with this partnership building, take off the blue jacket for a moment, put the green on and say, what would South Africa look at with the situation of the game as it is?
Well, I've been neutral even though I had blue jacket on. That's what I was saying. For South Africa, it's very important to build this partnership. Both these batsmen need to carry on for another 15 overs or so. that is going to set the platform, and it's just kind of a mini recovery of sorts, you know. So you would want modern day cricket. All the teams have been approaching the game in pretty much a similar fashion, having wickets in hand at the 30-over mark. You know, so at 30-over mark, you don't want to be more than 3 wickets down. So they have the cushion of just losing 1 wicket in the next 15 overs. And get about 4 runs per over, 4 to 5 runs per over is going to get them to 60 to 275 runs in between somewhere, and that should be a decent position looking at the kind of start they've got. But then last 20 overs, they have to really look to up the ante.
Yep. So we're saying, yes, we may be the men in blue, but we're still being neutral as far as our analysis is concerned on Cricbuzz Comm box. We'll have one final look at the final 15-over push when we come back in the 35th.